Alright, buckle up everyone, because today we're diving headfirst into the jaw-dropping, heart-pounding, no-holds-barred world of Territory. Netflix has dropped a bombshell of a show, blending the high-stakes family drama of Yellowstone with the ruthless power plays of Succession, but setting it in the wide open, untamed land down under in Australia's largest cattle station, Marianne Station. 6 episodes. That's all it took for Territory to give us drama, death, betrayal, revenge, and a gut-wrenching finale that left us all wondering, what's next for the Lawsons? Today, I'm breaking down every twist, every heartbreak, every betrayal, and the absolutely explosive ending that's got everyone talking. So grab your popcorn, settle in, and let's break down the wild world of Territory. The show opens with the sudden death of Daniel Lawson, the one-time golden child of the family and a promising leader for Marianne Station. But his tragic death has more layers than we first thought, as we'll discover later. Enter Susie Lawson, Daniel's cousin, who leaves college to join the family on the station after his death. Now, Susie is the daughter of Emily and Graham, and just like her mother, she has this natural talent for the ranch life. She's passionate, she's headstrong, and she's ready to make her mark on Marianne, whether her family likes it or not. And then, she meets Lachie Kirby, the privileged but surprisingly rugged son of billionaire Sandra Kirby. Do the classic meet cute mixed with the rugged backdrop of a cattle station. There's attraction, a bit of family disapproval, and even a wild bar brawl. But, as you might have guessed, things take a turn. Lachie's mother, Sandra, sees Susie as a threat. This is where things get messy. Sandra convinces Lachie to end things, warning him about the complications of dating a Lawson. Susie, rightfully so, isn't having any of this and decides she's done with him. When Lachie tries to win her back, it leads to one of the most tragic, gut-wrenching moments of the season. A fight breaks out between Lachie and Susie's brother Marshall, which ends with a bull charging right into Susie. Her death is brutal and shocking. The family is thrown into mourning, and Marshall is racked with guilt, blaming himself for his sister's death. This tragedy becomes the catalyst for everything that follows, shifting alliances, igniting rivalries, and making the battle for Marianne Station all the more ruthless. Now, Territory isn't just about the Lawsons fighting each other, it's about what's lurking beyond the family walls. Enter Sandra Kirby, Lachie's mother, and a mining magnate with eyes on Marianne Station. But Sandra isn't interested in cattle or land. Oh no, she's got her sights set on something darker and far more dangerous. Sandra wants to turn Marianne Station into a nuclear waste dump, no less. A big plan: blow up a piece of land that's sacred to the indigenous community, create roads for mining, and make Marianne her own nuclear cash cow. This is a whole other level of villainy. When Lachie learns about his mother's true intentions, he's horrified. He shares this information with the Lawsons, finally revealing Sandra's plan to use the land as a radioactive waste site, something that would destroy both the family's business and the land itself. For the Lawsons, protecting Marianne isn't just about the family legacy anymore. It's about protecting their way of life, their heritage, and their ties to the land. With Sandra's cronies on one side and the Lawsons on the other, we're headed toward a showdown that you know isn't going to end well. Family pulls together, yes, even after all the betrayal and heartbreak to protect the station from being blown to pieces. Colin, the patriarch, tries to get the indigenous land registered as sacred, hoping to save it from destruction. But he's got to work fast, because Sandra's team is already moving in to set off an explosion that will destroy this land forever. In a desperate last-ditch effort, the family members Emily, Marshall, Nolan and Uncle Bryce rush to stop the explosion. The tension in this scene is insane. You can practically feel the clock ticking down as they try to protect their land. Then, the unthinkable happens. A massive explosion rips through the sacred ground. Uncle Bryce, who has fought to protect this land for his community, collapses, wounded and devastated. It's a heartbreaking moment as he cries out in his native Walpiri language, "Oh, my poor country." This land wasn't just a station or a place to graze cattle, it was home. A sacred connection to his ancestors, and it's been shattered. But it's not over yet. Back at the Lawson residence, things are getting even bloodier. Colin and Marshall are attacked by Rich, Marshall's ex-partner, who is now working with Campbell, another cattle baron looking to take over Marianne. In a pulse-pounding shootout, Colin and Marshall manage to kill Rich. There's no relief, just a growing sense that this fight is far from over. After the dust settles, there's a sense of temporary peace at Marianne Station. Colin, severely injured and perhaps finally softened by everything that's happened, hands the keys to Emily, signaling that she and Graham will now lead Marianne Station. Battle may be over, but the scars are deep, and everyone feels it. Marshall leaves the station, seeking a fresh start, while Uncle Bryce reunites with his community. It feels like we're finally catching our breath, until that final twist. Just when we think Emily might get a chance to lead, and maybe even redeem herself, A mysterious drifter named Elton shows up. He's got a bombshell of his own. Elton was there the night Daniel Lawson died, and he knows the truth about Emily's involvement. Emily had shot Daniel's horse in a moment of anger, not realizing that by stranding him in the wilderness, she was condemning him to a violent death by wild dogs. The truth now lies in Elton's hands, and as he drops bullets into Colin's hand, it's clear that he could blow the lid off this entire story at any moment. The look on Emily's face in the final shot says it all. Her future at Marianne is anything but certain. Territory leaves us with a lot of questions. Will Emily face justice for her role in Daniel's death? Will Sandra continue her nuclear waste plot? Or has the Lawson family stopped her for good? And what about Marshall? Will he return to Marianne? Or is his departure permanent? The show ends on an intense note, leaving so much up in the air. One thing's for sure, this family has been through hell and back, and their fight for Marianne Station is far from over. So, where do you all stand? Do you think Emily will keep the station? Or is her secret too explosive to stay hidden? And will Sandra get her way? Or will the Lawsons find a way to hold onto their land? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Hit that subscribe button if you're craving more breakdowns like this. And smash the like button if Territory had you on the edge of your seat just like me.